Alright, so I know the game has been out for a while. However, I feel like it's important for me to let you guys know that this video will cover Act 2, and I'll be going over the major and minor story spoilers. Also, if it seems like I'm progressing real quick through the game in this video, it's due to the focus not only because I want to go over what leads to the achievements, but also just the achievements themselves. So because covering every little thing in this game will take ages, my first playthrough of this game was around 150 hours, and I still made a ton of discovery on my second and third playthrough. So I'm sure I'm gonna make a ton of discovery in future playthroughs. Anyway, with that out of the way, enjoy. So last time we left off at the elevator, and it doesn't take too long that we meet with one of Gale's friends, Elminster. He's an extremely powerful wizard. He has news for a companion. Mistra, the goddess of magic, has decided to fix Gale's current condition. Instead of needing to absorb magic items to prevent himself from exploding, he can now choose to explode whenever. Well, I mean, with the intent to destroy the source of the tadpole, but you have the option to do it anytime anyway, so... But this is what gives us the first achievement of the second act. Repairing the weave. Now, moving to the Shadow Cursed lands. I quickly realized that Alcyn was right. It seems like I won't survive past certain areas on the map. I mean, except Shadowheart. It seems like worshipping Shar has its perks. I equip the rest of the party with torches, and we move on. We help a group of adventurers, and they tell us about a village nearby that is protected from the shadows. We make our way there, and it doesn't take us too long for the people there to trust us. We meet an interesting character though. Her name is Isobel. She's the one casting the shield around the village, keeping everyone safe. Well, somehow, that didn't stop a squad of enemies to crash into the tavern that we're in. They want Isabel. Ketheric Thorm sends them. We refuse to give her up, and slaughter them all. Ketheric is the ruler of the Shadow Cursed lands. Actually, he is the one who cursed the lands. So that kidnapping attempt was an actual big deal. And so we take it upon ourselves to defeat the tyrant. Plus, anyway, we might find a cure in this tower. Isabel blesses us with her light, so we can now access a few more areas. However, we are told that there is a lantern that could help us access any part of the map. And we know where we'll be next, as a weird creature carries it. We set them an ambush. It turns out that the weird creature is a drow, that is half spider. Anyway, it's pretty intimidating. Still, we proceed with the ambush. It works out and we get the moon lantern for ourselves. Now that I feel safe to explore, I do exactly that. And this leads me to the House of Healing. There we find Malus Storm. He is a doctor, and he is teaching 4 nurses how to operate on a body. No need to say how gruesome this whole situation is. We chat a bit, and I convince Malus Storm to order his nurses to practice surgery on each other. They very well obviously proceed to murder each other. I talk a little bit more to Malus, but then engage him in a fight since he's alone now. I made sure that he doesn't use his surgery move on me. And that's why I call an easy achievement. Non-invasive procedure. I kept on exploring afterwards, and also got the Umbro achievement. A bit further north of the House of Healing, we meet once again with Raphael. He warns us of what's ahead down in the Grand Mausoleum. There may be someone down there that he trapped, and doesn't want to risk them coming out, as they might go after them. And they are quite powerful, so we might also die going down there, right? Well, I didn't think much of it. I didn't trust Raphael, and honestly I was getting used and understood the mechanics of this game much better. So my confidence was pretty high. Plus, anyway, I had no idea what was down there. I was simply exploring. I'm gonna breeze over the next part a bit. There's quite a lot of stuff, but a lot of it is trivial. So first we figure out a puzzle with paintings that leads to a Shar temple. Shadowheart gets excited and we start exploring the place. Not too deep in our search, we found a curious character, Balthazar. He thinks that we are here to help him search the Night Song. Now I know why I'm here. Clearly he's up to no good, but I don't feel like fighting him just yet. So we move on.
What's this? Fresh entertainment. But you're too fresh for this place, aren't you?
We eventually find the person that Raphael warned us about. His name is Yorgir, and he's not exactly the friendly type. But we talk a bit, and he lets me live, as I might be able to find a way out for him. In the middle of this place, there's an elevator, and it requires orbs to operate. So we do the trials that are required to get set of orbs. And we end up short by one. I completely missed it, but Yorgir is guarding one. Trying to snatch it, and he wants us dead. Talking to him is pointless. Guess we gotta fight. It wasn't easy, as Yorgir and his friends actually gave us a lot of trouble, but we made it through. And so once that's done, I go down, and we open the door that leads to a puddle. Nah, it's just a way to access the Shadowfell. Shar's Realm, or something like that.
Trepidation and awe ripple through you as you enter the water. Beyond lies Shar's domain, the Shadowfell.
Oh, what? Where are we?
We go in and Balthazar gets ahead of us. Down there, we figure out that the Night Song isn't a weapon, but a person. She's strapped in a spell that gives Kedrick Torm his immortality. I make the choice to save her, and well, ugly ass face here isn't on the same page as me. So we fight. And honestly, it was a lot more trouble than Yorgir. I spent probably like a day or two like trying to think of a strategy because I just kept wiping. But hey, I did it. We freed the Night Song, but not before Shadowheart has an existential crisis.
Oh!
Renouncing a god in search of a true identity. Now, Alien is going to the Moonrise Tower to fight Kedrick. Some of the refugees were also going there to fight, so naturally, I explore a bit more. I mean, as I'm making my way to the tower, obviously, I wouldn't just assume that the NPC won't die or anything like that while I'm wasting time. And so I meet with yet another Torm. She wants gold, so I can, I guess, get past her. Not like there's at least 2 detours. Anyway, I convince her that her services as a toll aren't needed anymore. She gets really confused and implodes. Easy penny pincher achievement, I guess. Approaching the tower, I decided to go around and get in by the back door. I am met with a bunch of undead in the jail section. Annoying, but we survived the encounter. I look around, but I don't find much. I make my way upstairs, and this is where I hit a major roadblock. There is a ton of enemies, and no matter what I seem to come up with, it just doesn't work. So I go back outside, and I plan on ganking the ones outside, helping the resistance. But it seems like I wasted too much time. They are all dead? So it's that kind of game, huh? Alright. So I still tried and failed over and over and over. Eventually I realized that I can stealth around the enemies and make it to the second floor. The second floor is much easier, well less enemies, and I can finally progress. Finally we reach Ketterick at the top of the tower. The night song helps us with the fight. However, before it ends, Form spawns a huge tentacle and captures our ally.
You will fall as sure as she. This has only begun.
Yo, what the fuck?
He flees, and there's only one thing left for us to do. We're following him. Under the tower, we find a huge mind flayer lair. Lots of tadpoles, but also lots of prisoners. We free them and go deeper into the lair. We get to one where Ketterick is having a meeting with two other people. The man that he is with is Gortash. He will soon be the leader of Baldur's Gate. The other one is Arin. She's an assassin who is devoted to the god of Baal. All three of them are scheming to take over the world. Well, at least Baldur's Gate first. At some point, they summon a big-ass brain. It is known as the Mother Brain. It is supposed to be extremely intelligent and powerful, but its power has been harnessed by the trio. Each carries a stone that controls an old relic, the Crown of Karsus. The crown binds the brain to the stone's bearer. And I'm just gonna start repeating myself again and again, so let's move on. The brain leaves, and so do Gortash and Arin. We then confront Ketterick about what we just learned. For a moment, he considers surrendering, but he convinces himself that he's too far deep into this madness. He plunges into a pit. The fight is brutal. A lot of big damage, a lot of ads, a lot of anti-heal mechanics. It took me a moment to figure out how to handle the fight, But eventually, I realized how strong Gale has become, and so the fight was over.
Oh! Oh my god! That is a huge achievement.
Impossible. Death cannot take me.
That is huge.
I managed to get the bus down without hit feeding it on its ads, so I obtained the No Free Lunches achievement. Now we own one of the stones that controls the brain. And our mission is to now get all three, and to stop the two other tyrants. But first, we again celebrate our victory. Not everyone made it out alive this time. But these lines might only get better now that Form is dead. I finished exploring some of the areas around, but I'm eager to move onto the final act. And this is where I get The City Awaits. Actually, not just yet. As I was camping out just outside of Baldur's Gate, I got jumped on by a bunch of Githyanki that came through a portal. And when we went through the portal, we ended up inside the old relic that Shadow has been carrying around. And inside there's a mind flayer. He claims to be an ally, and for now we're gonna trust him. As I really want to go back to sleep. I really want to finish this act. So we help him out. We fend off the Githyanki. And then we go back to our camp. And now I actually get The City Awaits. Alright, so first of all, thank you for watching this entire video. Maybe consider like and subscribe. But yeah, I really appreciate if you just watched it anyway, so. Okay, so first of all, I guess second of all, this video was supposed to be Act 2 and Act 3 all bundled up together, but after even cutting a lot of fat from Act 2, I realized how big the video would be, and honestly, I'd much rather have a shorter video than like an hour long, or maybe even 2. I don't know. Act 3 is very, 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 very packed. And yes, I was looking for my words there. Anyway, so yeah, I'm unsure how long it's gonna take me to do Act 3. I know I don't want to take as long before posting follow-up video. I know there's gonna be at least one more video in between Act 2 and Act 3. Because I don't know, just a lot of things, other games I've been working on, and future plans also might get in the way. But there's gonna be quite a bit of Baldur's Gate video because I did a second playthrough. I'm in the middle of a third one, and I know already there's gonna be a fourth one for my 100% completion. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, this video is kind of getting long, guys. Again, I really appreciate. Yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye. Take care. Love you all.